Hi there, I'm Akita, and today I'm going to show you how to take clip art and get it prepared and ready to sell or to be used. So this is something that you could do for any type of clip art. This happens to be generated in MidJourney, and I'm just going to go ahead and plot this into my membership for my members to use. I was just doing kind of like a springtime mom spring flare sort of theme going on here. And I just wanted to make something super cute, super pretty, kind of watercolor-ish, with a lot of nice little cute elements and so forth. This is part of my Mabel Jenkins line, which if you're in my membership, if you know, you know, like you know what's up with Mabel. But all that to be said, this has to be prepped to make certain that it can be used in cards and projects and workbooks, in journals, whatever the case may be. With whoever's project, you know, whatever they're using it for, so they can be able to get the most out of the images. So you basically follow a pretty straight path. You make the image, you go ahead and remove the background, unless it's going to be a JPEG. Then you upscale it, and then you go ahead and you convert it into 300 DPI. And the upscaling and the 300 DPI is simply to make certain that the actual image itself is going to be nice and pretty and not blurry and look all jacked up. So for the most part, this is like the basic traditional way to go about making certain that your images are prepped and ready for sale on Etsy, on your own shop, you know, wherever. So to do this, and I have my folder right here of my images, I like to use Pixel Cut because it is quick, efficient, it does stuff in bulk. So in this particular business on the online world, as is true with any business, it's either time or money. Pixel Cut is about $10 a month. There is a free version where you can get free background removal and free upscaling, but it's pretty limited. I think it's maybe 10 images a day, which may be enough for your needs. It just depends. But I like the bulk option. So all I am going to do is just drag this entire file right here, and we're just going to go ahead and let it go to work. So here are all my files, and then boom, 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 background removal. There are free options that you can use for this process as well, but you have to do them one at a time. You have to kind of be here at the computer and just sitting and waiting and hoping and going through all that kind of stuff, which I have done that too. I'm not even knocking that. If you got to handle business, then you know you got to handle business. There's nothing wrong with that. But, oh my goodness, I have an extra image here. This is a duplicate. All right, well, I have to take note of that. But as you can see, it is removing the background of these images. That's what the little, you know, gray and white splotches or squares in the background means. And that was all done. So this is all taken care of. Was it 30, 40 images, whatever this is, as I was talking to you just now. So doing this manually one by one can get quite tedious. So the $10 a month is really a steal. And if you're interested in trying it out, there's an affiliate link below. It just means that I get small commission. It's of no extra cost to you. Try it for free, you know, first go around, see if you like it. If you do, you know, grab that $10 a month or whatever is best appropriate for you. And if you would consider using my affiliate link, I would be very appreciative. So let me see here. So this one right here is an actual image. I'm going to click right here in the upper right hand corner and click where it says refine. And it looks as though the actual steps that she is sitting on are gone. Yeah, they're gone. So I'm going to go ahead and click restore. And I'm just going to, let me zoom out a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and wave this over restore and just get the steps back, because like I said, sometimes, let's get that shadow back too, the background, it'll just take off a little bit too much. This is for any background removal tool. So we're just going to go ahead and put that back, put the steps back, boop, boop, and boop. Now we're going to do a little bit of erasing, but I'm going to go ahead and just get that brush size down a little bit, because I want to get a little bit closer here to the sides and just get rid of that extra white that I don't necessarily need or want. Get over here too. We want to keep most of the steps though. Otherwise it's gonna look like she's just, look like she's just floating in air. We don't want that. We do not want that. Okay, done. And so the steps are now back. This little shelf is there. That is lovely. Okay. It looks like the pier for this one is missing, so let's go ahead and refine. Brush size, we're gonna click restore, and let's get the actual pier that they're on. I think it's a pier. I think that's the terminology for it. They're on a boardwalk or something by the sea. The mother and her son, super duper cute. Looking good. Okay, done. And so whatever you have to do, you're just taking a quick look. I'm looking to make certain that everything is everything and what it should be. And you can always click on them too, just to get a closer look. I feel like her background is missing, if I'm not mistaken. Restore. Yeah. Yeah, I knew. She was like leaning back on a fence and there were flowers around her. So I'm just going to go ahead and get all that back. And that's why I like Pixel Cut. It just gives you, that control to get stuff back. And it does everything so quickly. That is definitely one of the pluses. Let me get rid of this over here. Get rid of a little bit of it. Not a lot. Done. Nice. Okay, that's all. Should be completely black background. Okay, so now that that's all done, you go ahead and go to download all. The actual original size is what's going to be there because we're going to go ahead and upscale. So download all, PNG, no optimization. Let's see here. I could do optimize, but smaller file. Could I? Do I dare to do that? No, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to show you what I normally do. And then I'm going to make sure that the transparency button is clicked. And all it's going to do is just download. So, woo! Just that quickly. Media zip is download. I'm going to unzip the file. Then we're going to move into the upscale phase. All right, so I've extracted the file. All the photos are out. They're in this folder right here. Media. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and upscale the file. But first, I'm just going to drag this over and let's take a little peek. No, let's right click, properties, details. Yeah, it's 1024 by 1024, and it's 96 DPI. So I want the actual image to be at least 400 by 400. So we're going to go ahead and multiply this or upscale it by 4. And after that, we're going to convert the DPI to 300. But first things first, let me close out this folder. And then this is already set to 4 times the size. So I'm just going to grab this, the entire file, let it go, and now it's going to go ahead and upscale. And it is doing its thing. So it's at 1024 by 1024 pixels. We need it to be in the 4000, so it's going to go to work and do its work. And yay, my head came back. Okay, so this is going to take a couple of minutes or so. Mainly just because the upscale process just tends to take a little bit longer. So if you're doing this, you're using Pixel Cut or pretty much any background removal tool that you're doing something in bulk with, go get a cup of coffee, go outside, get a drink of water, whatever, and then come back, which is what I'm going to do when this is all done to finish up this video. Okay, so now everything has been upscaled. As you can see, the pixel size is different, and so I'm going to download them all. And this will take a minute too, as it swoops up all the files and then provides it into a lovely little zipped file, which then our next step is to go ahead and convert the actual files, the PNGs, into 300 DPI. So I'll be right back. Okay, all downloaded. That took about 2-3 minutes, I would say, but it's right here. I can open this up and then just go ahead and extract the files. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay, hit X there. Okay, so now the last portion is to actually convert these images into 300 DPI. Let me just drag the folder over here. Yeah, and you can see right here where it says pixel cut export. That's the, move this. That's the actual folder that I'm working with. So now I like to use convert hyphen DPI.com, but I also like to use a different one, which is, copy this, the dgb.lol /DPI. I'm probably saying it wrong, but this is pretty cool too. These both upload, will take uploaded images in bulk, and as long as they are, for this particular one, for the dgb.lol, it's a free tool, by the way, but it has to be, the actual images have to be 20 megabytes, like less, or less, one of the two. For this one, the convert -DPI, this one you can go ahead and insert up to 50 files. I think this one is 20. Yeah, and these are free, so freemium, they're gonna be slapping ads up everywhere. They gotta pay the bill some kind of way, so it's, it's okay. It's all good. 25 files here, you can do 50 files right here. When you come in here, or into the actual interface for this one, already set at 300 DPI, and then you can go ahead and just, start plopping stuff in here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have to do the individual images, so I'm going to grab that really quickly. Grab these here. Get rid of that, which you can't see. I'm going to move this off camera just so I can go ahead and start pulling images. Image files. So now they're uploading. Yay! Let me get some of the other ones. Upload, yay! And as you upload them, I'm just gonna do like 10 at a time or so. You're gonna start to see them populate here. I'm gonna grab this last 14. Boop, yay! Yep, and that is all of them. And so we have some uploading, some upload, 100%. And then basically we have like another moment here where you just kind of have to, wait it out. So these are uploading, they're gonna start converting and so forth. And then I will be back. I might pop back just to show you like how it changes into the convert sign. And then I will download these and they will be basically ready to go and give to the members in my membership to use in their lovely, lovely products. All right, I'm gonna start right there, but I'll be back. Okay, so we're about 2 minutes in, and the actual converting process does take a little bit longer too. It's easier if you have smaller bunches of actual images. I just happen to have a lot for this particular set, and as you can see right here, so you can download your image with the converted DPI, and there it goes. If I'm not mistaken, there's a way to go ahead and download all of them at one time, but I prefer not to do that just because it seems to take exceptionally long. But if I click on this, it's all good, all done, all good to go. And I can go ahead and take that, and my face is blocked now. It's blocked. Oh, there I am. But go ahead and take this and just drag it into the actual file folder in Drive, where everyone's going to be able to go and access the clip art. So it's a pretty big file. That's okay. I have plenty of space in my Drive, and it's good. I'll just add them as we go. But that's basically it in a nutshell. Like, there's still some that have to convert. Like, it's going to say upload 100%, then it's going to say convert, upload 100%, and so on and so forth. But you see we have some blues here that I can download. We have some stuff that is still uploading, but once again, that's because there's so many in the file. But that's it in a nutshell. You just repeat this process. You make your image. You go ahead and remove the background. You upscale it. You 300 DPI it. So it's not necessarily like the most straightforward thing. Actually, no, it is straightforward. It's just that you have to be patient. So typically when I'm doing this, I'm working on other projects. It's like, okay, you got to get clip art ready to sell. And in the in between times, the waiting times, I'm working on some coloring sheets, or I'm working on a custom GPT for something else, or I'm doing a scavenger hunt, or whatever the case may be, which is what I'm about to do here in just a moment. So all that to be said, I hope that this was helpful, that you gleaned some understanding from it. Please, if you enjoy the learning, what I'm teaching, all that kind of good stuff, please give me a like, subscribe, all the good stuff, because it costs you nothing and it will mean the world for me and to me. All right, so that's about it. Now you know the traditional way, the straightforward way of actually getting your clip art ready to sell. And the more clip art you have, the longer it does take. But once again, throw in those projects in between, and it is no big deal at all. All right, that's it for me. Take care. Bye.